If you get tired after a few laps, or you feel exhausted after a couple meters, or you even feel like your muscles just can't handle it anymore, if you said yes to any of those above questions, there are reasons for that. And today I want to talk about the unconventional reasons that a beginner swimmer may experience, why they may be experiencing exhaustion and tiredness very quickly. My name is Thomas, and I have been a swimmer for over 20 years, and today I want to talk about these reasons to help you get better in swimming. Number one, how often are you practicing? Are you practicing 1 to 3 times a week, or are you practicing 4 to 5 times a week? The answer to that question is very important. The more you practice something, the more ingrained it becomes into your muscle memory, and the more automatic your muscles will become for movements in the water. The more you practice, the better you get. The more consistent you are with practicing, the easier it is for your brain to automatically do things, so you don't have to think too hard to get that action. When you think too hard, that action may be really good, but everything else in your swimming technique may go away. And so that's something I personally experience. When I focus too much on breathing, my kicking goes away. Or if I focus too much on my kicking, then my breathing goes away. And so the more hours you put into the pool, the easier it becomes for your muscle memory to be automatic, and you don't even have to think about it, and you will continue with your stroke. So the key spot to being consistent, or key frequency, is to practice a minimum 3 times a week. If you're only going 1 time a week to the pool, by the time it's the next week, you already forget what you did. You can't build on what you figure out last week. So you want to go a minimum of 3 times, and you're contrasting your training. One day could be short distances, or sprinting max effort, and then the second day could be longer distances where you're focusing on technique, not necessarily going full power, and then the third week could be just relaxing, moving in the water, focusing on specialized movements. You want to slowly get better. Getting 1% better every week, or even every 3 weeks, is actually very crucial in a 6 to 12 month span. If you're getting 1% better every month, 1% times 12 months, that's 12%. To me, that's crucial. That's huge improvement. And if you're committed to it, I'm 100% sure you'll get better more than 1% per month, because if you're going 3 times a week, 3 times 4 weeks is 12 times. I think you're gonna get better way quicker than 1% a month. And if you commit to it, you'll achieve your goal. And just speaking to practicing, I've been a swimmer for over 20 years. I've been going to the gym for over 10 years, I think. I've been going to the gym for over 10 years. And till this day, I learned something new. And it's just something where you kind of realize things as you go on. And that's just the nature of how life is. You are always learning. And this is very applicable to swimming and weightlifting, and any sport you do. You will always be learning. You'll always get better. And you're on this continuous journey of just getting better at different things 1% at a time, until you get really good at all those things. So how do you stay consistent? Sign up for a membership. You can go to a private pool, which is probably a gym. You can go to like a LA Fitness, a Good Life Fitness here in Canada. I'm not too sure about the other countries where they have public pools. So just signing up for that gives you a reason to go to the pool. Second reason could be finding a training partner, getting each other motivated to learn to swim. That's very important. I have a gym partner, and my swimming partner is my sister and my cousin. So it's always, if I'm not feeling it, they're feeling it. If they're not feeling, I'm feeling it, and we're always pushing each other to get that exercise in. Third reason could be getting a coach, finding an instructor, signing up for a class. This forces you to to commit to something every week. And a coach or instructor will tremendously improve your stroke and your swimming technique by a lot, because they will tell you what you're doing wrong. They will see things that you're not seeing yourself. It's very tough because when you're swimming, you don't really see things, right? Unless someone is recording you, then you can see it. So a coach can see it and they'll tell you immediately what you're doing wrong and how you can improve. And one of the other reasons is signing up for something hard. It could be signing up for an Ironman. I think that's a bit extreme, but signing up for some sort of local challenge that requires something in the water is an easy way to have a goal in sight and work towards that goal. Whatever that goal may be or whatever that challenge is, you want to start small. So an Ironman is probably the top of the game. I'm not quite sure what is the lower ones, but if you have access to those challenges, take advantage of those. Number 2 is, are you warming up your nervous system? Your nervous system controls everything in your bodies. Any movements that you do, it's all by your nervous system. And warming up your nervous system is a very important thing to do as an athlete. That's something that you want to do anytime you're putting physical stress to your body. And by swimming, although you may not think that's physical stress, it is stressing. It's cardio. You're moving your muscles, even though you don't feel like you're sweating, but you're sweating in the water. And so warming up your nervous system, the reason is it's like when you wake up from bed, you're in a relaxed state. And as you wake up, you want to slowly acclimate your body to the sun, to the stairs that you might walk through, to the needing to squat on the toilet or something. And so these are movements that don't happen when you're sleeping. So you want to slowly get into those movements. And that's the same thing with swimming. You want to slowly ease yourself into getting to swim. So the way to do that is to do a warm-up. Do a 5 to 10 minute warm-up, 5 to 10 minute short warm-up, and then your longer warm-up could be 15 to 30 minutes with a higher intensity related to like drills and swimming. So for your 5 to 10 minutes, it could be a simple thing as in, this might be hard to do, but you can't really run on the pool deck. But before you go into the pool, you could do a light jog outside. If you can't do that, just hop into the pool and do some relax laps, swimming freestyle there and back, focusing on your breathing, focusing on your kicking, not exerting too much energy, because you're slowly easing yourself into the water. Before you even get into the water, you can do bobs, coming out of the water, going back into the water, breathing as you come out, going back, taking the water, splashing it on your body, getting yourself ready, taking a couple deep breaths before you get into the water. All of these things can help you warm up your nervous system. And warming up your nervous system also, by doing this warm-up, also warms up your muscles and joints. This reduces the probability of injuries to your muscles and joints. Apologize for my voice. I am feeling under the weather right now, and this actually ties back into my first point about consistency. Is even though I'm feeling a little bit sick, I'm still trying my best to put out this content. And so if I can put out this video, you can go to the pool and practice some swimming. Another thing about your nervous system is imposter syndrome. If you feel like you don't belong, that could be something that can be affecting your mental headspace and can be affecting your stroke. Can it be affecting your kicking, breathing, your arm movements? And so this is totally okay. Imposter syndrome is totally normal as a beginner swimmer. I feel that when I'm swimming in a pool with very high level athletes, I feel like I don't belong, even though I've been swimming for so long. And so that is something that is perfectly normal. Don't be afraid to continue doing that. And the way I would approach this is Split time between three categories. The first category is you feel confident. You're better than most of the other swimmers that are swimming. So you're splitting time between number one. Number two is splitting time with swimmers that you feel like are at the same level as you. They're better than you in a couple things. For example, could be kicking, but you're better than them in your arm movements. Your back's a little bit stronger. You can push it a little bit harder. And the third category is you feel out of place. Like those guys and girls are beasts. So you want to split time between these three categories because this will help you get out of your imposter syndrome, or it'll train you to get better, and so that you won't feel like you're an imposter. So splitting time between these three things are very important. Feeling confident, supporting yourself, but also challenging yourself is also very important. So by slowly challenging yourself, you will get better. You'll get into that mental headspace that these guys are better and you want to get better yourself. And so that's something you need to do. You never want to be too comfortable. You want to be uncomfortable sometimes. So a couple more exercises to help reduce stress and anxiety is you can do box breathing. So inhaling for 4, holding for 4, exhaling for 4, and then holding for 4 seconds. So let's practice. So hold, exhale, hold. Okay, I totally botched that, but let's try again. I'm gonna do it by exaggerating my movements and not say it because that interrupts my rhythm. And repeating it for 5 to 10 minutes, that could be a very long time. And if you don't have that time, just doing it for 1 to 2 minutes, that will immediately reduce your stress, get you into the zone before you even swim. And as you could see, right away I close my eyes because I feel like when I'm opening my eyes, I'm too focused on what's happening around me. When I close my eyes, it's just me and my mind, and I'm just doing my breathing and just locking in. Other than that, you can also submerge yourself into the water, close your eyes, just listening to the different medium of the water versus the air that we are in 24/7, going down, just breathing out slowly and listening to the movement of the water, the sounds of the water. That could be something that could be very relaxing for different people, and for me, that's something that I do. Self-comparison will affect how you swim. If you're going to a pool with other swimmers and you're constantly watching the other swimmers like, oh, they're so much better than me. Wow, they're so fast. Wow, they're so good. That will be a very detrimental thing to you as a beginner swimmer. And don't compare yourself to them because you are a beginner. You don't know what type of training, what type of coaching, or what they went through. They could be 20 years, 25 years, 40 years of experience in swimming versus you that might not even have 1 year under your belt. They could have a Olympic coach that coached them. You don't know what type of training they went through, so don't compare yourself to them. Everyone is on their own journey to learn to swim, and you are in your own journey. If you're starting off from zero, don't compare yourself. And comparing yourself can be an easy way to just lose all your motivation and just forget what you even started, and can affect your swimming when you're doing it, because in the moment you could be like, oh, am I fast enough with these guys? Will they catch up to me and feel like I'm blocking their lane? Don't worry about that. Just focus on your own thing. Go to the lane that could be a beginner lane. Don't go into the fast lane. Make sure you're following the rules so that you're not you're not putting yourself at a disadvantage from the beginning. But don't compare yourself. Everyone's on their own journey. Track your own progress. Compare yourself from day 0 to day 60. Compare yourself from day 0 to day 90. You'll see how far you've come. You can be 0 swimming experience, and by day 90, you feel comfortable in the water. So don't compare. Do your own thing. I'm here to help. Keep watching, keep learning, and let me know if there's anything I can do to help.